Hello, and welcome to another episode of the playonultra podcast. This is episode 125.
It's like such an even number. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a nice, like,
It's
even
like
number.
neat and compact.
Yes.
Right?
It's very yeah, exactly. What a nice, strange, even number.
Like 127 feels like it's gonna like fall out or something.
Yeah, exactly. And 126...
Like, stuff is gonna drip out of it or something.
Yeah, exactly. 123 just feels incomplete, but 125, that's a nice, solid number. I don't know what it has to do with anything, but I'm always commenting on these numbers.
So yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you guys do? How was your weeks?
It's been a quiet week for me, unfortunately. Although, one thing I've been doing, I've been spending some time with this friend, and she really likes Final Fantasy VIII, and wanted to do a playthrough of it.
Nobody agrees, but
no,
it's
not
scientifically
at all.
proven to be the best one.
I'm pretty sure getting a lot of fights on that one. But yeah, and I mean, I you have to understand, I don't think I've actually played a Final Fantasy game all the way through. I know, I'm gonna get hit with stones. But it's true, I just haven't.
But it's a JRPG though. JRPGs
Exactly.
tend to be quite niche.
Right, yeah.
Final Fantasy VII, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like I don't know them. It's just I haven't actually played them through. The first one I ever got exposed to was Final Fantasy X through my brother. But anyway, so we're playing, and thank goodness that my brother made the at the time very poor decision, but now the great decision of buying the original PS3. So this is infinitely easier on us because it's backwards compatible with the previous games. That was an investment that did not seem to be good until several years later. But yeah, and that game has a lot of weird mechanics that are easily exploitable.
Yeah. Mechanics-wise, you're talking about like the junction system, right?
Yeah.
You can actually play that game. There are people that have done runs where they finish the game at level 1.
Oh, that's what she's kind of trying to do. She's basically, she's not necessarily level 1. She has had to get some level ups just because there's certain battles you really can't avoid technically. But because bosses don't grant XP, and because the card system where once you, if you want to get items and stuff, you just kind of card the enemy so you can still get AP, but you don't get the EXP, then you really don't ever have to level up ever. Yeah. But,
because
then
the enemies scale with your level.
Scale. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So because, and that's exactly why
even
she's
the
not
bosses.
doing it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yep. So that's exactly why she doesn't want to level up, because she just wants to make it nice and easy. But then at the beginning, she, bought a bunch of tents, made them into Kiragas, junctioned the Kiragas, and now, oops, 2,000 health.
People complain about Final Fantasy VIII leveling system, but then they complain about, in general, JRPGs needed to grind. You don't have to grind Final Fantasy VIII.
You don't if you don't want to. I don't
really
even see
don't
the
need
point.
to.
I don't see the point of grinding at this point, except just to like do battles. Like there's no point
just to get
it.
the magic thing for your junction system, and then you can just run away from battle. That's it.
That's what she does every time.
There will be an item later on where you can avoid random battles. I'm not too sure. I can't remember.
There is so once you level up your GFs, whatever those are, there's an ability one of the GFs can get that's Encounter None or something like that, and once you get that, you can equip that as an ability. Yeah, it's the system, the junction system is interesting and unique. I just don't know how well it actually plays out in the grand scheme of things, just because it I think it makes it that you never want to cast spells in this game. I
that's the biggest problem with because
combat. It's like because you want to gain as many of these resources as possible to equip them to up your stats, but then in order to cast magic you expel those as resources.
Yep.
And that seems a little counterintuitive to me.
I think they were trying to like make it you have to balance your resource management balancing thing, but it never really made it that way because you're just too powerful anyways.
Well, the problem, it'd be one thing if they made it that everybody was, like, magic person, but they're not. Like, only certain people are really, you would ever really make the mage. It'd be one thing if, like, everybody was a mage-like character, but they're not. I mean, Squall really isn't, And so, it doesn't
everybody
make a lot
can
of
just
sense.
do, like, normal attacks and, like, maximum damage with just normal attacks.
If you just do the resources right. So it's an interesting system. I just don't know if it really plays out the way they wanted it to. So
but it still has the best music. for me personally.
It has very good music. I can't say whether it's
great.
Yeah, I can't say whether it's like the best music because I love all Final Fantasy music, but I love them. It's very good music though. I mean, Nobuo Uematsu is just, but yeah, it and the triple triad card game is interesting. I will say.
It is the best card game of all time created. Seriously, I'm not joking.
Wait. It's better than Gwent.
I
don't
couldn't
know
understand Gwent at all. I couldn't get into it.
Oh, okay.
I've
played neither.
The Witcher 3.
Which I know Char also loves.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's true.
I spent so much time just on fucking triple triad, man. You have no idea. This was like 12-year-old, 13-year-old me.
Oh my gosh, yeah, exactly.
So
you want to play cards? You want to play cards? It's amazing who will play cards with you. It kind of became a joke when like you were supposed to be on a mission, and they weren't anything timed, but like they were emergency like missions. Yeah. You just go around these people. You want to play cards? You want to play cards? You want to play cards? Just to see who do it, and all the rules like get ridiculous.
I still remember the hardest card to get was the Idia card, because Idia card was held by her, and she was on this like secluded island, and different places will have different rules to the game.
Yes.
And I think hers had all the rules or some shit.
Yes, we just saw it because we're on disc 3. So yep, just saw that one, and we saw because she tried to play cards with her, and she just went nope. Just went nope.
She has a really good card though. I think it's like top A, right A, bottom 3, left 3. So
okay. Yep, one of the better ones.
Highest,
the max. Yeah, exactly. So, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, it's an interesting game. The
music's in my head now.
Yeah, right. The story, I mean, it's a Final Fantasy story. So, it at first you're like, okay, got this magical adventure, cool. And then you're like, oh, that's an interesting okay, got it. I kind of saw through some of the reveals, I think, earlier. I haven't gotten to probably what's meant to be the bigger reveal yet, but I figured it out early enough, which I'm sure lots of people did. It just hasn't been revealed to me, which is who Laguna is. I kind of figured that out. But just I forget how I figured it based on. I think I made connections. I was like, oh, he must be this person's person. Spoiler alert, I guess.
For a 20-year-old game.
Yeah, exactly, right. I'm so proud of myself, guys. But
a couple of interesting fan theories on this game, though. Out there. A couple of interesting
ones. Well, the one that I heard was that everything after disc 1 is just Squall's dream. Yeah. I was told that was it. Apparently the original creator said that's not the case, but nice try, folks.
And also who the actual identity of the main bad guy.
Okay. The only thing I know is that the person we thought was the bad guy was just possessed by the main bad guy, and that's all I really know. So, we'll see. I just found that out.
So but this one's a fan theory, you don't really see it in the game.
Okay, got it. But yeah, so it's, I mean, I don't know. It's because I remember growing up being told Final Fantasy VIII is like the worst one. You know, that was the one I remember being told like growing up. Because like Final Fantasy VII, like you can't touch that. It's magical. Final Fantasy VIII was like the lesser good after it and just paled in comparison. Final Fantasy IX is like the fun one, and then Final Fantasy X was like another big one that kind of got everybody back in Final Fantasy, and then it just kind of.
It's really interesting because now. Most people, not most people, a lot of people consider Final Fantasy IX as like probably the best one.
Yes. I think because it was kind of
so it just
like
takes time sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I think it was just kind of under the radar of Final Fantasy VII and 7's like greatness and Final Fantasy VIII's flop.
And it came out near the end of the PlayStation 1's life, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so because I know it was my brother's favorite. And I'll tell you what's weird, though, watching this game of Final Fantasy VIII. So part of my introduction to Final Fantasy games was I was the weirdo who would go on YouTube and watch AMVs. That's how I learned my
We all did that last time. We all did that.
We all did it, okay. All right, we all did it.
I didn't make AMVs, though. I didn't make any.
All right, I've made one in my life, and it wasn't actually that bad. I'm proud of myself, and it's currently on my channel, because I finally...
Was it the Mass Effect one?
Yeah, that was the one. I made that like 6 years ago, though. Like, it was a long time ago. And I had to like guess. I mean, that's a different story. You guys don't care about my music video woes. But it was an interesting time. But anyway, so it's kind of funny to like see these scenes in their context, because I always saw them out of context. And now all of a sudden, but yeah, so that's been that. Unfortunately,
the interesting thing is the translation is quite different. So like you know how Squall is quite emo?
Yeah. Oh gosh, yes.
The
Holy
Japanese
crap,
one, he actually says things. He actually responds to things.
Oh.
Not in an emo way, like he actually responds.
Wow.
So I'm not sure if it's a mistranslation or they just wanted to portray, because back then that period of time was like Linkin Park emo.
True.
Kinda, right?
Yeah. That's true. I never thought
Like
about that.
late 90s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
late 90s, yeah.
Yeah, he is very emo in this game. Oh my goodness. Although I love kind of how almost comedic it becomes. Where like for instance, everybody pushes him and Renault at the beginning, and he's just like, oh my gosh, why? And it's until disc 3 that all of a sudden he becomes obsessed over her, and it's a little weird because you're like, where did this come from? But before then he's just like, God, everyone else is like, don't you care about her? And he's just like, oh my gosh, guys, stop. It's kind of funny how like almost they poke fun at it. I appreciate it. It's a little tongue-in-cheek. He's emo, but it's tongue-in-cheek.
When it goes on sale, I'll probably get it on my Vita and never play it. just to get it.
Yeah, exactly. Is it coming for the Vita? I actually didn't know that.
The Vita plays some PlayStation 1 games.
Oh, got it. Okay.
It's annoying. PlayStation 3 can play them. PS4 can't. The Vita can. Fuck
Weird.
you, Sony, basically. It's really weird.
Anyway, well, the old PS3 can, but not any of the new ones. We have the old.
Oh, I'm
clunky...
talking about the PS3. You can actually buy it from the digital store.
Oh, God.
PS4,
okay.
you
Yeah.
even if you have it, you own it, you can't play it for some fucking reason. Like,
Yeah, I know. They won't make things backwards compatible anymore. Because nostalgia
they
sells.
have it on
that's
their
why.
digital store. They literally
know.
just press a button like a check mark or some shit, probably.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you put it in, it's just like, oh, download it from the store. Yeah, I know. It would not be hard. But ever since I think game companies realized that people like... Because I think before that they were willing to do backwards compatibility because they're like, whatever. They didn't really think anything of it. Now it's like, oh, wait, people are willing to pay money to play their old favorite games. Let's capitalize on this.
That's what I'm saying. The PS3 digital store, you can buy PS1 games.
Oh, okay.
They re-released it.
Oh,
And the Vita, you can play PS1 games as well.
Yeah.
The PS4 can't. The PS4 there's
that's
no...
what you mean.
Yes, I will literally
Sorry.
spend money on this
Yeah.
shit. Just
So
let
weird.
me. Let
so
me do
weird.
it.
Listen, we've established that video game companies don't actually want to make money, but they also don't actually want to make good games. Listen, we all know this to be fact. Anyway, that's been the highlight of my week, was getting into Final Fantasy VIII and going,
The best
okay.
Final Fantasy. That's a good week, I would say.
What'd you all do?
I watched a movie called Downsizing.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
Yeah, it has Matt Damon, Kristen Wiig, is that her name?
Yes.
But she is like just in the beginning. She's not like a huge part of the I thought she was like the main actress. Turns out she
and
wasn't.
Matt Damon were like together the whole time in the movie.
Yeah, but then the actual main actress will come in later, and she is played by what I understand to be is her first like major motion picture. Her name is Hong Chow, which I thought was Chinese, but apparently she's Thai American. But she plays a Vietnamese in this movie, which I know is the same. Doesn't matter. I mean, good enough for Hollywood, right?
Exactly.
I mean, it's pretty progressive for them.
Yeah, true.
And there's also Christoph Waltz, everybody's favorite Nazi.
Yes, I forgot about him.
He's great in this.
He's great in everything.
But the Thai American Vietnamese hybrid, whatever, she stole the show.
Oh.
She's the best character in this movie. It's so good.
Awesome.
Her character is really good. So the movie is about scientists found a way to shrink people down to like 5 inches or some shit to reduce global pollution, warming, and all that.
You consume less.
Yeah. So what happens is there were like there's these businesses that use this technology to shrink people down and then put them in like these small little communities of like small little miniature houses and like everything. So the reason why people want to do this is because your net worth will be 10 times more. Wait. No, 100 times more. A lot times more. So you go in like with 100K, but you'll be worth like $10 million when you're small because everything is so small. So a bunch of people did this, and yeah, that's what the movie is about.
Weird.
It's weird.
Is there a twist? I feel like there's gotta be some twist where it's like, we don't want to be small anymore. And I know they know it's irreversible, but like, there's gonna be something that goes wrong.
There's a
where they regret it.
There's a twist that that some people might have seen near the beginning.
Interesting. Okay.
So not a twist on the technology or anything, twist on the characters. So yeah, it's a comedy and has Matt Damon in it, and cause it's good. It's a bit too long though. It's like 2.5 hours.
That's pretty long.
It's a pretty long movie, and I felt that they tried to put in too many themes. So there's like they try to cram in too much themes, and there were like a lot of like long shots and almost feels like they were trying to make it look a bit more indie-ish. I don't know how to explain it apart from like it tried to be more indie-ish.
Okay.
Kind of.
Just in the way of editing.
Yeah, I do recommend it though. It's funny. It's a funny movie. It's really funny. And the Vietnamese Thai American, she stole the show. Definitely the best character in that. It's really good. She's getting nominated for a bunch of like best supporting actresses awards here and there, which I guess don't really mean much because most of these awards are bullshit. But hey,
yeah, but it's they are, but at the same time,
a non-white, non-black person is getting nominated. That's pretty cool.
Exactly. So
yeah. So yeah,
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna see 3 billboards in front of Ebbing, Missouri tomorrow.
I really want to watch that.
I think it'll be good.
The trailer is so good.
The trailer is so funny. Like I didn't think
I watched it so many fucking times.
Yeah, exactly. Where else are you gonna see an adult woman punch teenagers? Just kick them right
in the dick.
Right in the dick.
In the dick, and kick the girl right in the vagina.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The best shit.
Doesn't take shit from anybody.
Yeah, I love that.
I just love that an unrepentant badass. And the cast is good too. It's got Peter Dinklage, Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell, that's who I'm thinking about. And the what's this guy? The main
Woody
sheriff.
Harrelson.
Woody, yeah.
What's the main actress's name though? It's Kate Frances McDermott. It's from Fargo. The main actress in Fargo.
Something I can't remember.
I feel bad for not knowing.
And Frances McDormand. I also continue playing Assassin's Creed Origins. More of that. It's still good.
Still good?
Yeah, still good.
Spoiler alert, still good.
Still good.
Still good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's like good enough that for not to say very short distances, but like if that I need to travel a bit, I don't really use fast travel.
Oh, nice.
So it's like that kind of
Yeah, that's a big compliment.
Yeah, I usually fast travel in a lot of games.
Yes.
The only thing is like the side quests are really boring.
Oh, okay.
Because side quests is like just a reason to like go kill shit and like to get my experience points and to get new items and
Assassin's Creed
stuff.
side quests were never usually the best.
Yeah. And I was spoiled because I played Witcher 3 and their side quests is like better than a lot of games' main quests.
Meaty and
Yeah. So but the main quest, the side quest in Assassin's Creed is like a bit smaller, so there's not as much like stake. I mean, there's stake for the characters, but like your investment in it as a player and into the characters and the writing is kind of meh.
Yeah.
But the game's good. And I think I just understood why it's called Origins.
Oh.
I think you play as the first assassin.
Really?
Yeah. So, Assassin's Creed is about using Assassin's DNA to go to revisit memories, right?
Yes.
So in present day, it's after all of the other games, but the revisiting memory part is the first assassin. I think. Yeah.
That seems.
I'm kind of guessing is the first assassin.
Work with the timeline that they established. I thought though.
I think it's something about not being able to find somebody that's related to him or something.
Oh, so it's like the first that they can get to, basically, in their DNA sequencing, you think?
No, I think he literally starts the assassins.
Oh, like he starts.
I think so. I'm just guessing.
Yeah,
I'm just guessing through the name.
Because I thought, freaking Abel was the first assassin or something, or whoever, Cain or Abel or something. I thought that was the whole thing, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
I've always thought they had an interesting story, an interesting premise, but it kind of got weird after they introduced aliens and shit.
Yeah, but aliens. To me, what I was kind of...
I think it's cool that they try to tie world history
stuff.
That's cool.
No, that's always kind of
aliens
fun.
though.
Yeah, aliens.
Like Indiana Jones.
What I think also is kind of what makes this game, what a lot of people were kind of excited for, is in the games that they were having before. The problem is that they were so close technically to modern times, but when you think about it, that a lot of, obviously they had to make up stuff, but it was kind of, you had to really suspend your disbelief.
Yeah.
While this is in Egypt, so they can do crazy things because we don't know. Who knows what it could be like, and so you don't have to suspend your disbelief as much, but. We'll see. But that's, I think, what makes it also kind of exciting. But yeah, all those little history nuggets and stuff are always fun. You learn while you play.
I'm helping Cleopatra kill a bunch of people, so that's cool.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Hopefully I get to have sex with her. I don't know. I have a wife, though, so hopefully she dies or something. I played a small little part as the wife, and she, that part was... sailing ships like Black Flag. Yeah. But instead of cannons, it's a bunch of archers shooting fire arrows, which is actually fucking cool. It's better than cannons, to be honest. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed Origins is still a pretty good game. Good job, Ubisoft. I'm really excited for Far Cry 5, and I want to kill a bunch of white people.
Yeah! That's what we all need.
Game of the year, for sure. Confirmed. So yeah, I'm not gonna pre-order it though. I'm not trying.
Nothing new. Same Doki Doki and Nier Automata, which are still actually becoming very similar. Doki Doki had a turn. It's actually a lot like Nier right now.
In terms of?
Kinda weird.
So if you finally got to the weird parts that I've been hearing rumors about?
Yeah, I've gotten to the start of the weirdness.
Okay.
And it will only get weirder.
Wait, how is it similar?
I don't know that I can say.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I don't know that I can say.
True.
Because I may play it, so.
Let's talk about it off air without saying.
Yeah,
it's a gameplay thing.
I definitely won't be playing Doki Doki, but I already played Nier. How many endings have you got in Nier?
I've only gotten one real ending. I think I've gotten two joke endings.
Okay.
So I'm still on playthrough B.
You're still using 9S.
I'm still using 9S as my main guy. But I'm finally getting fist weapons, which I like, because I really wanted to get fist weapons, and I didn't find any in the first.
Fist weapons are always cool. Not enough fist weapons in video games.
Yeah. Although I did appreciate at the very end of the first run through, I did get a giant rusty big sword, which looks like Guts' sword from Berserk. So that I appreciated it. But otherwise, I didn't really play anything. I'm trying to get into Path of Exile again, because I played it back when it first launched.
Was that a new patch or something?
There's been a bunch of stuff since it first launched. I hit the level cap back then, which was I think 40-ish, and I finished Act 4, which is the end of the game. Now there's 9 or 10 acts, and the level cap is 100. So I've been playing it, but it just doesn't feel when I first played it, I hadn't played Diablo yet, and now that I've played Diablo, it doesn't feel as good. Like Path of Exile's claim, like its main attraction is this giant skill web, which it does very well and it's cool, but there's not really a good way to respec in the game, and the actual gameplay itself, maybe it's because I'm like not at the end game, but it just feels really samey. Like in Diablo, I have a bunch of different moves and I'm using different moves. In Path of Exile, your class doesn't really have moves. You, like, these gems just kind of drop in the world, and depending upon what gear you have, you can slot these gems into your gear, and the gems give you moves. So any character can technically use any move as long as they meet the requirements of like intelligence, dexterity, strength, and that kind of stuff. And so, but it's determined by what like drops. Like certain quests will give you gems, so there's a little less randomness there. But like for the most part, I'm only using like 2 moves because I'm just not lucky enough to get moves that are good or interesting or useful. So that's, I think that's part of why it's samey. And all the enemies are super ununique. There's enemies that shoot things and enemies that run up to you and try and hit you. And there's not a lot in between.
I tried playing it, but I really couldn't get over the visuals. It just looked really ugly to me for some reason.
Interesting. I don't know. I think
maybe it was too dark and it was like really early on, so
it's definitely dark. But I would expect, if you had a problem with Path of Exile, it's like, look, I would have expected you to also have a problem with Van Helsing. Because I feel like they look kind of similar.
Really?
I think so. Van Helsing's more steampunk, but they're both dark, you know, like lighting-wise.
They did... people compare Path of Exile's art style to Diablo 2?
Maybe. I've only played 3, so I don't know.
I mean, I like Grim Dawn, so I not to say I don't like really dark. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it just looked drab to me or something. Very brown, gray, could be.
Could be. It's definitely in the beginning, especially you're just on a beach and you're naked, so there's not a lot going on.
Yeah, exactly. Talking about level cap, I believe Assassin's Creed level cap is 40, but the season pass will increase it by 10, I believe. And there's also microtransactions in this, so
oh no,
they have premium currency called Helix credits. So you get 200 Helix credits for free, and with the 200 Helix credits, you can get like 2,000 of the in-game money, like to use in the item shops and stuff, or you can get like a bunch of resources to like craft things, and I just used it to get resources to craft things. It didn't really give me like a huge advantage or anything, because eventually the crafting requires a lot of this fucking resources. Right. But I never felt. I still prefer not to have any microtransactions, obviously.
Yeah, I know.
But at least I didn't. But at least I don't feel like I need to do it. There's a lot of resources around. I just need to go and kill a bunch of animals, basically. But I'd rather it not be there.
Right.
Because you can also buy weapons, special outfits, special mounts, like really cool looking mounts, like Horse and Fire kind of mounts. So
that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I did this week. What else did you do, Fo?
I think that's pretty much. Oh, I did watch a pilot for a new show that just came out called Counterparts, starring J.K. Simmons, who you may know as J. Jonah Jameson or
the guy from that drumming show movie.
Yeah, Whiplash. Also Cave Johnson from Portal. So the premise is...
he was Cave Johnson?
He was Cave Johnson.
I did not know that.
I'm gonna burn their house down with the lemons!
I like J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, he's great. That's why I'm watching it, quite frankly. There's only one episode out so far, and the premise, it starts off following him.
What network is it on?
FX, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
No. So you're following him, and his job's super weird. Like, he goes into work, and they give him a sealed briefcase, and he's like with a bunch of people. Like, there's just a queue of people, and they all get sealed briefcases, and they all line up in front of these cubicles, and they all walk in, and the cubicle's just like a chair and a glass wall. And then somebody else walks in on the other side and says something like, "I had toast for breakfast." And so then J.K. Simmons like slits open the seal on his briefcase and opens it, and he finds the folder that says like toast, and he opens it, and inside that is like sheets of like dialogue trees. And so he says like, "I want to bring my wife orchids," and then that guy does the same thing, and they just have this weird conversation. And so it turns out that in the Cold War, some experiment happened in this building, and there's a portal to a parallel dimension that basically it branched off from the instance of that portal being made. So it's still pretty similar to our world, and they're like using, like both sides are using the other side to like spy on like the Russians, because there's enough similar that you can kind of get some information, even though it's not completely similar. And then
who's
so the
spying
main
on the Russians?
The Americans, like basically the people on the other dimension can like spy on people and give us information back, and they can try and make deductions because of that. And so that weird exchange is them exchanging information, I guess.
Like code? That they're talking code?
I think so. Yes, I mean, that's my impression. I mean, it's only one episode so far, but the main like plot, the driving element, is for some reason somebody from the other side has come over and is killing people seemingly at random. And so J.K. Simmons from the other side has come over, and he's basically James Bond from that side. And so he's like, what, I'm just like a level 1 accountant on this side? Like, what the heck? Like, what happened? Like, what's the difference between us?
Wait, he crossed the dimension and he just like leveled up?
No. So J.K. Simmons on our side, quote unquote our side, the main side, is like regular, whatever, office worker, 9 to 5 guy. But the other side guy is like James Bond.
Oh,
so something happened.
He's the one that crossed and killed a bunch of people.
No. He's come to try and stop the killer.
Oh, so there's 2 J.K. Simmons in the show.
Yes.
Okay.
And 2 different timelines.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Sort of.
Oops, sorry.
So they have to switch sides and pretend to be...
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good, though.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see more. It could be really good. It could pan out to nothing. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, a lot of these shows, they start off with like a really interesting premise and the writing just tails off after that.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, I just sometimes feel like that they come up with a hook and then they don't really have a good way of delivering it. You know, it makes me think of anything by David Cage. Any of his games. Yeah. They have a great hook start. Like Indigo Prophecy or Fahrenheit is, I think, the prime example. The start of that game is super awesome and interesting and amazing. And then what does it lead to? I think he just made up the first part because he had a vision of it and then had no way of... didn't have any idea
what were you talking about? Indigo Child.
Yeah. Well, Indigo Prophecy or Fahrenheit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Indigo Children. Oh, jeez. But yeah, exactly. That's the problem with some of these things.
Yeah.
So
I think that was my
pilot
week.
is the only one available now? Oh, yeah.
Correct.
Oh, the second episode is actually coming out in a couple of days. So, yeah. January 28th, apparently.
I started reading a book called House of Leaves, which is oddly similar to Doki Doki Literature Club, where it starts off kind of innocuous, and then people start going kind of crazy. So I've only read the first chapter, the intro and the first chapter.
Oh my gosh, House of Leaves. Nope, I know that book. Oh my gosh, it gives me shivers. So, funny story, my brother found that book back in like high school. His English teacher introduced it to him, and I guess his English teacher was so freaked out by it that he just left it in his freezer.
Interesting.
It is a freaky book, from what I've heard.
Yes.
I just read bits and pieces of it, but...
That is what I hear as well.
I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
I just found out about a game called Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. And I don't actually know what it is. So, it's an upcoming game. It's coming out early this year, apparently. It's an upcoming game about traveling, sharing stories, and surviving manifest destiny. Whatever the fuck that means.
That would be it's like the Oregon Trail, I guess. Or I don't know what they mean by surviving. Okay, who do they mean surviving? Do they mean the Native Americans who got pushed out? Or the white people that were trying to push in?
So game features a variety of folk tales and personal stories to encounter, told by characters from all over America. There's a 3D overworld that you can explore and 2D illustration. Actually, the game looks really beautiful. Like, seriously. Yeah.
Weird. But yeah.
Then like creepy stories and stuff. I don't actually know what kind of game it is. I'm not sure if it's one of those choices matter games or not.
It almost sounds like a Dear Esther kind of game. That's why I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, it looks interesting though. It has really cool music as well.
That's always important.
From what I heard from the trailers. Really good music.
Cool.
Yeah. And the art style is really beautiful. So, if it's, I mean, at least the presentation is pretty cool.
Yeah, be curious. Be curious of what direction we're taking. Manifest Destiny is just the concept of why white people started moving out west to in the United States. That's the idea that it was ours to claim, basically. That's kind of a messed up idea. But it was, that's what that means. And so when they say survive Manifest Destiny, I don't know quite what they mean. That's why I kind of made the joke. I was like, do they mean the Native Americans who were, like, pushed out, from their homes? Or do they mean when the white, like Oregon Trail-esque kind of thing, when the white people were just trying to survive getting there, basically. So, guess we'll see.
So, yeah, I also found out about another game that passed Steam's what do they call that new thing? Steam Direct?
Yeah.
It's called Gay World, and there are 2 mini games in this. In one of them, you play as an officer of the gay police, and you must arrest all straight people.
Okay.
And they're trying to make a point.
And in mode number 2, you play for straight. I don't know, the English is quite bad. And you got to gay lag, and you need to squats on the bottle. Whatever the fuck that means.
How did that get past Steam? I think it's past Steam Direct, I guess.
Maybe it's allowed.
Free speech, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. 2 Point Hospital is a thing, so that's cool. Did I mention that?
No.
Previously, 2 Point Hospital is the new hospital management sim that's being made by the people who made Team Hospital way back in those days, in the 90s. That hospital management game that anybody played? Do you guys know at all what the fuck I'm talking about? No.
Okay.
No,
Hospital
I'm sorry.
Simulator, no.
Team Hospital is like this really, you build your own hospital, you manage it, and it's not like serious or anything. It's like really quirky. People have really funny diseases and illnesses and shit. So 2 Point Hospital is the spiritual successor. Same people who worked on both games, and it's being published by Sega. So that's cool. Yeah, I saw a trailer.
That's cool.
And one of the illnesses is you feel lightheaded. Your head literally becomes a light bulb, and you need to unscrew your head and put in your proper head or something. Some weird, stupid shit like that. And the developers in the trailer said, this is not scientifically grounded at all or some shit.
Amazing.
Yeah. I love it. Probably will get it eventually. But yeah, those are the few games I found this week.
There was a new game that just came out I was looking forward to, because Steam emailed me about it. Let me try to... It's called like the Red... Is it the Red Wire? The Red Cord? The Red Cable? The Red Curtain? Is it in my wish list? It should be. Why else would I be emailed about it? I guess I could have followed it. Oh, the Red Strings Club. That's what it's called.
What the hell is that?
Strings Club.
It is a cyberpunk narrative experience about fate and happiness, featuring the extensive use of pottery, bartending, and impersonating people on the phone to take down a corporate conspiracy. I really like
That's a lot of things.
It looks really cool.
Okay. Well, Red Strings, I mean, they're probably... It sounds like they're referring to, like, the Red String of Fate, which is usually for romantic things, but maybe they're using it slightly different.
I do think there's homosexuality in it. I think it's from the people who made... what was it? The Gods Are Gonna Kill You?
Gods Will Be Watching.
Gods Will Be Watching. I think it's from those people. So Gods Will Be Watching was a very cool idea, but I couldn't play the game. I found it too... repetitive. That's kind of the whole point. Is it puts you like in a real time sequence, and you have to like it's like a point and click adventure with a timer.
Oh yeah.
Whenever the timer fails, you have to restart, and it's like this is cool, but I don't have the patience.
I haven't played it yet.
It's very stressful.
Yeah, very stressful. So I think the Red Strings Club will hopefully have some of that coolness without the frustration.
It has psychological bartending. You have to read your customer's mood and mix the perfect cocktail. It also has genetic implant pottery by designing genetic implants at a high-tech left to change the attitude and direction of the corporation's whatever. It sounds weird.
I think I know this game. Wait, what's it called?
It just came out this week. Red Strings Club.
Red Strings... Oh, maybe I'm thinking of a different game.
You're thinking of Valhalla, probably. Oh, never mind.
Okay,
don't
no,
know what
it's
you're
a
thinking
different.
of.
Okay, there, this is different. But when you said the pottery thing, there was this weird game I had seen someone play, where it was very simple. You were assigned to basically like create bodies, or no, you were creating like implants or something, but you did it through a pottery design, and so that's how it was done. And it was very
That sounds similar.
yeah, and so but it was very simplistic, but like the game mechanic was just you had to like make a pottery shape, but the pottery shape was for implants for people, and it was like you got a sign, people were like, I need, I want to look sexy and beautiful kind of thing, and so you would look for the implant for, sexual attraction, and after a while it kind of became like asking the question, because the problem is that it was supposed to be more of like a game where like you did these things, but then you kind of saw how horrible it was after a while, so like someone who would then come back and be like, I know I'm really sexy, but now I feel really depressed, I need this, and so it's kind of like, anyway, it had a weird like transhumanism theme to it or something like that, so that's what it reminded me of. I can't think of what that's called though. Oh, it's gonna bother me.
Another pretty popular-ish game that just came out this week is Iconoclast.
I know that name. Oh.
Yeah, made by the same guy who made Noi 2 Love 2 Devotion, which is also another pretty popular side-scrolling action game. I think it started off as a Flash game. And then the sequels made into I have no idea, I didn't play it. But yeah, Iconoclast looks pretty cool. It's a Metroidvania, so if you like Metroidvanias.
There was also a new JRPG that came out, but
Le Grand Legacy or something.
Yeah, it looks cool, but it's like a full price, like $50 JRPG, which doesn't come around too often anymore. It's like $45.
No, it's 25.
25. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game.
God damn, you just doubled the price, man.
I'm thinking of a different game, I must be.
Oh, you're thinking
I'm
about...
thinking the Lost Sphere.
Yeah, the Lost Sphere, made by the people who made... shit.
I don't know.
Their previous JRPG was a game that tried to be Chrono Trigger, but kind of fell flat.
I think I heard about it, yeah.
Oh no, it has mixed reviews, Lost Sphere already. It's by Square Enix. The developer is Tokyo RPG Factory, and publisher is Square Enix. They have worked on I Am Setsuna...
I Am Setsuna, that's the one I'm thinking
I Am Setsuna, that's the one you were referring to.
I haven't heard of that.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's pretty much how it was described to me. It tried to be Chrono Trigger and didn't quite pan out that way.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I think Tokyo RPG Factory, the developer, they just usually like do maybe like a bit more different stuff compared to like Square's other things. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, Lost Sphere is $50.
What is? Yeah, that's way too much. That's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, I think I Am Setsuna is also $50. If I'm not
Is it
mistaken.
still $50?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't check.
Wow.
And I've never seen it more than 50% off during sales.
That's crazy. It did not do
it's
well.
not
I thought.
worth that.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Why pay $50 or $25 for a Chrono Trigger 0.5?
Yeah, and it wasn't even that. I think the main thing is that it was really short, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I heard it's quite short.
Yeah.
Like 15 hours or something.
Yeah,
Which is pretty short for a JRPG.
Yes, it is.
Or any sort of RPG.
15 hours is very short for that kind of price tag.
Totally.
Subnautica came out of early access.
Hey.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
I saw that.
Yeah.
The game is too scary for me to play.
Yes. What's it called? Thalassophobia?
Something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I really want to play it though. It looks cool. Building shit under the sea and shit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But some of the fucking monsters and stuff and the fish that wants to eat you looks really scary. Like,
yeah.
Jesus.
Any game where you can't see very far and there's monsters, that's good horror, which is not for me.
Yeah. I lasted 5 minutes in... God damn it.
Soma?
Yes. 5 minutes. I was like,
Yeah,
nope.
no.
I am
Easy
refunding
mode
this shit.
now, but even then it's like, no.
Yeah, it's just like... And I think Subnautica has a... If I'm not mistaken, it does have a building only mode, maybe?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I'm not too sure, though. We can ask Callie. She plays it, right?
I don't know.
Pretty sure she does. Anyways, Dragon Ball Fighter Z is out, and it's really good looking. It's a really good looking
Japan
game.
is going on right now. I wish it was there.
They usually make good fighting games. It's kind of weird. They really do. Most of the Dragon Ball...
I mean, the whole series is about fighting, though.
Yeah,
so.
but there's quite a few Dragon Ball fighting games that are actually legit good. It's a little creepy to me, to be honest. I mean, I'm glad.
It's really nice. Like, I mean, like, visually, it's really nice to look at.
Yeah.
But it's a $60 fighting game. Fuck that.
That's normal, I think, for a AAA. Like, KI or
I know.
SFE or something.
Yeah. I do have Injustice 2, so I don't really need any more fighting games in a long time.
Yeah.
Which I still haven't played. Yeah. Have you gotten your that game on the Switch that you've been wanting to get?
I don't think it's out on the Switch yet.
Wait, for real?
Battle Chasers.
It's
been on Steam for a while. I don't think it gets the port for a bit more. I think it's like March or something they're targeting.
Ah. So yeah. Oh, there's also another game made by the people who made Rogue Legacy, that Metroidvania roguelike game. But this game is it's a co-op RPG, but I think it's like a strategy RPG. I'm not too sure.
Wait, are you talking about, let me guess, For the King?
No.
Okay.
Denied.
So when I saw the name, I got really confused because the name is Full Metal Furies.
Oh, jeez, guys.
I read it as
Furries.
Full Metal Furries. I'm like, what is this?
No. That exists somewhere else on the internet.
No.
Sure.
Probably, yeah. I'm guessing Furies, so it means all the characters are females.
Probably.
I'm just assuming, yeah. So yeah, I legit thought it was a furry game.
Amazing.
And that is also the reason why I clicked on it, actually. So,
Amazing.
so I mean, they got me, so yeah.
Yeah, hey.
I've been wanting to play that furry game, Sarah. I think you know. I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah, I know, because you showed it to me. I was like, wait, Char.
How do you even search furry, though?
I don't know if you can. I don't know if they have a tag for it. Do
No.
they?
They
But I
have
think you know
to.
which game I'm talking about, right?
Oh, no, I know. You showed it to me. I forget what it's called. It looked really good.
And
then
you
I
wanted to play that as well, right?
I mean, it was more of I hadn't seen it until you showed it to me, and I think it got really good reviews.
It's a visual
so I was like,
novel.
yes.
But your choices matter, right?
Yeah, I think like it had
You
pretty
can
good
choose who the fuck.
reviews.
That's what it means,
Probably.
right? Okay.
Probably. Make some nice furry babies.
Yeah,
Some
furry babies.
Some wolfkin or something. I don't know. Other
So,
kin
yeah.
stuff.
You guys want to get into some news?
Let's get into some news.
Might as well.
Newsflash.
News. BioWare is hard at work at a new Dragon Age. Please don't suck, please. For fun.
I actually still haven't played a Dragon Age game.
I still
Play
haven't finished number
Origins.
1. They're good. I just need
I
to
think
finish
I
number
own
1. I'll
Origins.
be fine.
Nice.
Yeah,
I remember
would-
trying to
would
play
highly-
the first one, but it didn't work on my laptop at the time.
I would highly recommend you get Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition, which comes
Yes.
with all the
Okay.
DLC.
I don't
and
know
it
which
comes
one I
with
have.
a DLC character called Shale, which is a golem
That's
thing
awesome.
and best character.
Yeah,
It's a she, right?
yes,
It's a female, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes,
And
she
it also
is.
comes with the expansion, which is like adds on another 30 hours or some shit. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's
Because it
kinda why
came
I
out in the
haven't
back.
played it. It's
Because it
it's
came
a
out back when
long game.
expansions were still a thing
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
in 2008 or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition is 80% off on Steam right now. It's like $5 or $6.
I'm so tempted to just get it on Steam so I can play it on my computer, but I have
Get
it on
it.
the Xbox.
There are
I have
mods.
the Xbox.
There are
I
fucking
know.
mods.
I know, but I have it for the Xbox 360, and I've been trying to finish it forever. It's just I don't.
Just get it on PC.
But then I have to start over.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
That's a
true.
good point.
So, anyway.
But yeah. So yeah, they're hard at work at the new Dragon Age. Hopefully it doesn't suck as like Andromeda.
I know. As much as I
fuck.
love Andromeda, though, but still.
I mean, I didn't hate. Okay, I kind of hated it, but I mean, like, it wasn't like a bad game, but it wasn't a Mass Effect kind of game.
It wasn't what people were expecting.
Yeah, it didn't live up to like the Mass
Yeah.
Effect
Right.
quality.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, You guys know about Mass Effect and how difficult it is to get DLC for the PC versions?
I think I've heard about that. I'm not sure.
So, Mass Effect on the consoles, you could either get like complete versions, like it comes on the disc. Wait, it's either on the disc or you get a code to download, or you can buy the DLC separately through the eShop store or whatever, right? But for PC, they did it really... It's probably an EA decision. So what you have to do to get DLCs is go to the BioWare website, buy BioWare points with real money, and then use those points to buy the DLCs. And they never go on sale.
So pay $20 for 2,000 points, and the DLC
Something
is
like
going to
that,
cost 15,000 points, and you can't, so you get...
So, they Origin, like the EA platform for PC, they actually have DLC bundles now for Mass Effect. It's still kind of expensive, but I think it's cheaper and just easier to buy it that way.
Yeah.
Probably.
So yeah, so that's
Sadness.
a cool thing. And regarding this new Dragon Age, they said, BioWare would be incorporating more quote-unquote live elements into the game for Dragon Age.
What does that
What
mean?
does that mean? Yeah.
So Casey Hudson said, it just means designing a game for continued storytelling after the main story.
Does that mean DLC?
I was going to say, does that just mean DLC?
It's either DLC or multiplayer / microtransactions. I'm sure there's gonna be microtransactions. Or it means like games as a service, whatever that means. Which I guess DLC is part of that, right?
Yeah, that's weird. I could see them trying to do some weird MMO thing, but...
Please don't do it. The last game was already like an MMO.
Yeah.
Don't make me like fucking hunt for resources and shit. What the fuck? Just want to experience the story and the world.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well then.
Live features. Thank you. Thank you,
Cool.
EA.
Thanks, EA.
Yeah.
Thanks, yeah.
Next one is Paragon.
Oh yeah, I saw this one. I think
Yeah,
it's
they're closing down.
I have no sympathy for that game.
Yeah. Paragon is closing down and they are giving refunds to everyone.
I feel bad for the players.
Is Paragon the first-person shooter MOBA-ish kind of game?
It's over the shoulder, I think, but yeah,
Oh, it's over the shoulder?
definitely
Okay.
it's
It's
not
like
like
a MOBA, right?
removed like most MOBAs. Yes, it's a MOBA. There's lanes, there's creeps,
What
etc.
was the problem with it?
Yeah, I don't know
It just
about
felt really slow and clunky. Like it just didn't play well. Like the idea was solid. The characters were cool. Just
It's
the
supposed
actual,
to be a shooter, right?
yeah, like you aimed and you could miss and that kind of stuff.
You could aim, you could miss.
I mean, unlike like a normal MOBA where you click
Like,
on
not
auto
like a
attacks
normal MOBA,
seek
wait,
or something.
Yeah. You can miss in Smite.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, just dumb
I
fires
mean, cool
and stuff.
if you're a better player than the other guy. So yeah, you'll get refunds. We didn't execute well enough to deliver on the promise of Paragon. We have failed you, despite the team's
Failed,
incredibly
I
hard
saw
work,
that.
and we're sorry. Try to make this right. Epic is offering a full refund to every Paragon player. What is 2, right? For every purchase on any platform, this refund will come directly from Epic rather than your platform provider.
Dang. We'll see how that works.
The subtext is Fortnite just makes us so much money. We don't want to work on anything else. But also,
Wait, is
this
Epic Games working on Fortnite? Oh, yeah. I'm still waiting for that. When is the full release gonna come out? The full free-to-play release?
I don't know. Never.
Nah.
Oh, I love this headline. After
Yeah,
suggesting
yeah,
Arstanica 5 hours ago, after suggesting that Fortnite is a priority, Epic shuts down another F2P free-to-play game, Paragon.
Yep.
Since when is Fortnite free-to-play?
I think the Battle Royale version of it, game mode, was free to play.
Yeah, but they also said the main one is supposed to be free-to-play after it
Oh,
comes
really?
out. Whatever. Whatever.
Whatever.
Once it finally comes out, I might not have this interest anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you play it for
Nope.
Fortnite? Oh, okay.
It does not seem interesting to me.
So yeah, last piece of news is the Xbox One is gonna get Xbox Game Pass. The headline for Eurogamer is Xbox Game Pass revives Xbox One's digital vision without the evil. Whatever that means.
Okay. Without the evil. That works.
So yeah, because I'm very professional, I didn't read this article. So
All right, do this on the fly. Let's go. Give us
one thing about Eurogamer, they write a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
they do.
shit on this page.
Be more like Kotaku, guys. give me the juicy bits.
The cool thing about Xbox Game Pass is you get to play new games as well
Yeah, that's
as they
nice.
come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which offers access to a library of over 100 games for £8 a month, which is not bad.
We should
That
start
is
a
not
clock.
bad at all.
We need to start a clock of how long until the first exclusive to this service. Like a game that you can only play through this service.
Ugh, gosh, that'd be annoying.
Yeah, so you have to pay for online and then you have to pay monthly
Yep.
again. Yeah. Xbox is becoming like a service thing now.
Yeah. I mean, I like the idea. I mean, I like to bring back being able to rent games and stuff like that, because, I mean, Gamefly kind of sucks with the way their system works, and so it doesn't really work very well. But, like, I miss being able to just rent games, try them out, and then take them back. But there's no real good market for it right now, so I appreciate them trying. If it sucks, then screw them, I guess, but at least they're trying. At least maybe they're actually getting something good. I don't know. Time will tell. But I really do wish there was a better system of renting games, but there really isn't. There is no Netflix equivalent for video games.
Well, Xbox has been able to promise full fidelity and offline play for Game Pass downloads, so you don't have to stream, I believe. So that's good. You don't have to stream.
That is very good.
This is interesting, actually.
Agreed.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Yep, we'll see what they say.
At least they're trying something new, rather than like...
Nice.
Because there was a point in time where they just came out with the same fucking consoles. And you just choose which console you want based on just which exclusives you want to play.
Pretty much.
Do you want to play Halo or do you want to play...
Halo 2.
Yeah.
What's the Sony exclusive? God of War, I guess? Whatever. You know what I
God
mean.
of War, any of the Final Fantasy ones.
Oh, God of War is coming out soon.
That's right, there's a new one.
3 months. Yeah. Old man God of War. Like Old man Logan and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of people are loving this old man aesthetic nowadays.
Yeah, I know, right?
Actually, it looks kind of cool, to be honest.
It does look kind of cool.
I've never been a fan of the God of War series for some reason.
I've never played them. I'm not a big fan of hack and slash games.
I heard the first one was good. My brother bought for $2 at a garage sale the third one, and it was the piece of crap. It was
Oh, no.
Because I just feel it's very boring. It's like samey. Go here. I don't mind repetitive if the gameplay loop is fun.
Yeah.
And to me, God of War
Sure.
gameplay loop is not fun. Like Assassin's Creed Origins, that gameplay loop is fun. Go here, assassinate people. I keep doing the same things over and over again, but it's good. So
Yeah.
I don't mind repetitive. It's just that, I didn't think God of War 1 was good. But this one looks interesting though.
Doesn't it take place in a different mythos too?
Yes.
Are they
I
using
think
the
I
Norse?
think God of War now is what's his name? Kratos is encroaching on the Norse territory.
Norse mythos, which is
Yeah.
becoming a bit of a
clusterfuck?
Well, no, it's just becoming a fad right now, I feel like. Norse mythos stuff. Like, it's cool,
Yeah.
but I feel like it's become kind of we're doing Norse mythology, but, like, everybody's doing it right now. So it's not super unique. But
I mean, it's
don't
never
know.
been unique.
No, but
Norse
I
is
feel
pretty
like
popular. I mean, Greek and Roman, yeah, sure.
Vikings.
Greek and Roman were used a lot. I just feel like in the last 5 years, I've been seeing more suddenly. Well, no, last 2 years, I've been seeing an influx.
You know which one is rare? We were just talking about this just now before we recorded. Egyptian.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just talking about this. Shar was asking earlier, does anyone know of any other games that use Egyptian mythology? And we couldn't think of one. The only one I could think of was this summer school-ish computer game series that I sometimes played when, I was lame back then. And they had one that was Egyptian themed. That's the only one I could think of.
I think there's there's a couple RTS, there's Smite, and I think there's also a couple of indie games on Steam that uses an Egyptian setting where I think it's like an action platformer or some kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I really can't think of. So yeah, God of War that's coming out. That's interesting. Can't wait for that. Yeah. Seems like there's quite a few good games coming out this year. Hopefully good games. Far Cry 5 seems interesting. God of War. Is that it? I said a few, but I just named two.
Well, there's the new Dragon Age, although BioWare is also working.
Anthem.
Yeah. Anthem, that's what I was going to mention. We'll see what Anthem looks like.
It has jetpacks.
It's jetpacks.
I'm very curious about Anthem. I will definitely hold off. I'm going to wait. I will not be an early adopter.
I will not be an early adopter. I will wait.
I'm just afraid it's going to be a new Destiny 2.
No, you're interested because it has jetpacks, right?
No.
And
really?
Well, I'm interested because look like it's Iron Man suits.
If I would, the best game I play with jetpacks is probably Tribes Ascension. That's a great game of jetpacks. The jetpacks are cool, but it's not like.
Why are you interested in Anthem though?
Because I want it to be what I wanted Destiny 2 to be.
Oh, you want the okay.
Like an open world kind of first person MMO type thing.
Yeah. Being cool space bounty hunters.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it from me.
That's it from me.
I saw apparently Facebook is working on getting a streaming service set up for video game people to stream with.
Oh.
It's already live.
Specifically video games?
Specifically video games is the point. I'm sure it's everything, but they were talking about games in the context of the article I was reading. Some Polygon article. It's not open to anybody yet. And it's going to be very exclusive in the beginning because they don't really have the infrastructure for it yet.
Yeah, they certainly don't. Okay.
But it's interesting.
We'll see how that works.
At least for now, you won't be able to make money unless they invite you to. So that will basically mean nobody's interested for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We forgot to mention the YouTube thing.
It's been 2 weeks, so yeah, I don't think it was around 2 weeks ago. The YouTube thing. Go ahead.
So now you can only monetize your channel if you have 4,000, hours?
4,000 lifetime views. I think.
No, not views. It's either it's like a time. It's either hours or minutes.
Yeah.
I think it's hours. I think it's the bigger one. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember.
And how many subs? 1,000 subs.
1,000. 1,000.
Yeah. So unfortunately, this will be our last episode.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, jeez.
We can't.
Those pennies were just keeping us afloat. They were stringing us along.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Pennies were keeping me afloat, my Sarahscopic. Yeah. It's sad. I no longer see my tick up. I'm like, oh, come on. I want to see my 0.02 cents.
Yeah. I was at the creator dashboard thing. Your channel's got to be unmonetized, bitch. I'm like, okay, chill.
Come on. Right?
Chill, fucking hell. I didn't put a dead body in my videos. Chill.
Right? Come on.
Better than that. Joke referencing another thing that happened.
That happened.
I think this announcement, they were just kind of keeping it in their pocket, and then they were like, "Fucking Logan Paul." Okay, now we got it right.
Right, exactly.
I think it's something like that. Yeah. Fuck you,
gosh.
Logan Paul.
He wouldn't be one of the people affected, though.
No, but.
Because they want to seem like they're doing something, I think.
Yeah.
So they have a few of these things in their pockets. So whenever a fucking dumb YouTuber does something dumb because they are really fucking dumb, like Logan Paul, they were like, now we have to play this card. Oh, now we have to play this card.
Right. Stick.
And yeah, but Logan Paul got punished. Poor guy. He lost nothing. So
my
him.
heart goes out to him.
Yeah.
Truly.
Now instead of like being worth 8 figures, he's only now worth 7 figures.
Oh.
I feel for him.
So our thoughts and prayers go out to you, Logan.
Oh, and Sarah, that your favorite furry game is called Major Minor.
Major Minor, that's what it's called. Isn't that my favorite furry game? Thank you very much.
What is your favorite furry game?
It's 75% off, Sarah. Just buy it already.
Is it Sonic?
And let us know.
Yeah, you betcha. Gosh darn it, Fo.
And tell us which furry you decided.
Which furry I decide to do it with, I'll let you know.
Do you play a boy or a girl?
I have no idea. You
Yes.
introduced me to
You should buy
game.
this.
Why?
Okay, because it's inspired. This is in the game description. The reason why Sarahscopic should buy this game and play it on the channel is because it is inspired by greats such as Steins Gate, Tales of Symphonia, Persona 4,
Is that right?
and Future
good.
Diary,
Yeah.
whatever that is. I don't know Future Diary.
Oh, I know of Future Diary. It's gonna get real messed up then. Yeah, I think that's why I did kind of hear of it was the Steins Gate reference. Yeah, I'll play a furry visual novel on my channel. It'll be great.
It's the length of several novels. You have 30 characters to interact with. You can forge friendships with an in-depth affection system. You can SMS.
Dang.
Multiple endings. Steam trading cards to gain back some money to buy the next furry game.
Woo! Exciting. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll play around.
It's like $5, man.
Okay. Whatever. Listen, you really just want to see me play this game.
Really,
I get it.
Yeah.
I do need to get something else once my asphyxia videos are done. Jeezers, that game. Anyway.
Another new game that was that I found is called Tesla versus Lovecraft.
That's a weird combination.
Yeah. So you play as Tesla.
Okay.
It's a twin stick shooter. You play as Tesla and you use all his inventions and shit. And you fight Lovecraftian monsters.
All right.
And I think the bad guy is Lovecraft and he's creating monsters or something. I have no idea.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So that's it
Yeah.
for me. I don't know if you guys want to bring up anything else.
I really don't have anything. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought I had 2 things, and I brought up the one. That's probably the only important thing. It's hard keeping track of which news things I'm excited about are relevant to this podcast and which ones aren't. Because I'm also super excited for this new Warhammer thing that's coming out, but it's like that's not related to anything here.
You talk about Warhammer all the time, though.
You really do.
But I don't want to talk about it too much.
I don't
What's
want
the
to
line?
overbear you guys.
Where's the line?
Funny. It's funny. I'll make it relevant. There was
Here
an
we go.
older-ish line called the Tomb Kings, which was a very Egyptian-inspired undead army, like mummies, sphinxes, chariot archers, that kind of stuff. It was
you mean-
cool.
Egyptian?
Wait, what? Say that again?
In Warhammer.
Oh, so it's like all races will have like this Egyptian-inspired units.
No. Sorry. I'm describing an old specific race that was called the Tomb Kings.
Oh, okay, cool.
But they were discontinued because they didn't sell very well, because apparently Egyptian's not that popular. So the new thing that's coming out,
You know it's racism,
thing
right?
that's coming out is
For sure.
Greek themed, which is actually pretty cool.
Nice.
Because it got like elf people with like naga bodies, so like a snake
Ooh,
from the
elf
waist
people
down.
in Naga bodies.
Yeah, it actually
Sounds
looks pretty
interesting.
cool. We don't have any super great pictures yet, but we have like a video that people have taken screenshots from. So I'm excited. I'm not going to buy any of them probably, because I don't have space or money for that, but they look cool. I could be persuaded to buy some if they come out with something really, really cool, but I don't think it's going to happen. Let me look up.
So it's a
really
new
quick.
race.
It's a new like playable faction, like an army.
So if you want to start a new faction, that means you have to spend a fuck ton a lot, right?
There are ways to get into it. No matter what happens, you will at the end of the day be out a lot of money, but there are ways you can start playing without putting a ton down. Like there's a tournament, like leagues where it's like, on this week we'll buy, assemble, and paint this many points, and then we'll add to it every month, and so you'll kind of grow an army over the course of a few months as you play in this campaign. But it's still a lot of time, and you gotta buy, like, it's
money.
Yeah, the miniatures are expensive. You gotta buy paint, you gotta buy glue, X-Acto knives. Like, there's all these little costs that just add up real fast. And the minis themselves are just so expensive anyway, right out the gate.
Right. I know.
So yeah.
All right.
I think my other story was Paragon, so I think that's why.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Sea of Thieves is worth mentioning, maybe.
Is it coming out?
Sea of Thieves hit open. I think it's open beta, or it's coming out in open beta soon.
But it's not on Steam, right?
I don't think so.
It's on the Microsoft whatever.
The
one
probably.
on PCs for the Microsoft thing. Yeah.
That might be right. I'm torn because the game looks really cool, but I also played EVE Online, and I know how unfun it can be in a world with pure PvP.
Oh, is it one of those where you have to have a crew for the whole ship?
I think there are ships like that. I mean, I don't know. I haven't played the game, so my picture of the game is like, oh yeah, it's cool. You can play with your buddies. You can all crew ships together. Translation to me is you can't play alone because then you can't compete.
It's like that airship game.
Yes, but MMO, Airship Pirates, but MMO
okay.
and on the water. So it's continuous world type stuff. Which, speaking of EVE Online, did you guys see last week? EVE Online was like, we're gonna have that one battle we had last year where we lost like $6,000 worth of in-game content. Tomorrow we're gonna have a battle where we lose $1 million worth of in-game content. And they lost $4,000 or something. It wasn't even close because so many people showed up. The servers just couldn't handle it. So neither side deployed their Titans, which is where all the money is at.
Of course.
And that's why you don't announce things like that. It's dumb. Oh, Kentucky Route Zero apparently released something new. Those guys are still alive. I'm super surprised.
Why are they even bothering to?
They're also working on.
How old is the game now?
I don't know. It looks like they're also working on porting it to the Switch. Because
of course.
Why?
Because why not these days?
Oh, 2013 is when the game came out.
Jeez.
So they go on about one act per year.
How many acts?
I thought Telltale was bad. Act 5 will be coming out this year.
Is it the last act?
Probably.
Oh yeah, 5 episodes of Kentucky Route Zero. Yeah.
I think I played the first 3.
Well, good timing for them in terms of the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all of it will be out. And right now the Switch is you release a game and a bunch of people is going to buy it. Fucking Super Meat Boy sold about the same amount as their first release on the Xbox Live Arcade thing. It's crazy. It's such an old game too. So yeah, anything else?
Not really.
No. I'm done in
Let's
rings.
wrap up.
All right. I guess I'll start because I always
Yes,
start
you
these things.
always, yeah. Just do it.
Hey
law.
guys, you can find me under Sarahscopic, Sarahscopic. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitch every first and third Sunday. Hit me up.
When is the first furry episode gonna go up?
Oh, no comment yet, because we gotta wait for my other videos to finish being uploaded. So, not until after February.
Where can
And
people
I'm
find you on the internet?
Foehamner. I'm on YouTube, and I keep forgetting to log into Twitter, but I'm technically there too. Maybe I'll be on Facebook more often if I start streaming there. That's probably not going to happen. I mean, it's not impossible. I can conceive of a future where I do that, but it's not a very likely branch of this reality.
Yeah.
And Pupunoob, you can find me everywhere. Yeah. So yeah,
I'm behind you.
Yeah.
Take a shot!
Close your door when you sleep. So yeah, this has been episode 125 of the playonultra podcast. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and we will see you next week. Bye bye.